What's up, Fortnite music fans? Welcome to the channel. This is my first video. So what we're going to do for this is we're going to be looking at all of the Fortnite emote music packs, which means all the emotes that got their music turned to a music pack, and ranking them from my personal least favorite to favorite. Just one more thing before we start. I'm leaving out Star Power Remix, but not Star Power, just because, for one, I feel like just Star Power is a better one. And Star Power Remix isn't really a emote music pack mix. Yeah. So at number 32, the bottom of the list is Marathon. And before I get really into this, I'm just going to make it clear. None of these music packs are bad. I like all of them. It's just this is the bottom one. And just the pacing of it feels just kind of boring. Nothing really too interesting. No cool sounding parts. And it's very repetitive, just repeats the whole thing, basically, and that's what we're going to see as a theme, is really of the bottom ones, it's just repetitiveness, whereas the top ones have unique, distinct parts, that each bring their own value. So, yeah, it's Marathon. At number 31, we have Bunny Bounce. Now, this is a very similar case with Marathon, however, I do feel like it is a bit more interesting. But really, probably the most disappointing thing is the beginning of it. Sounds like it's setting up to be something that it ends up being great, and it really just stays up like the beginning pretty much, which is just disappointing. So for those reasons, it's near the bottom at number 31. At number 30, we have the Twist. Now, really the main thing for me with this one I put so low is it's too similar to the emote. Now, it does have a bit of a difference, but really overall it's just basically the emote with a few things, other sound effects added, and yeah, that's really it. I don't really like the emote too much anyway, so that's probably why. So yeah. At number 29, we have the Squeaky Clean, which is based off the emote Floss. It's the first music pack really that probably most people had, so I mean, there's really a lot of nostalgia behind it, but just the fact that it's just so old that it's just so heard and listened out, and it's really just worn down on me. Still really good, but just worn down because of its age. That's really it. At 28, we have the Solid Groove music pack based on the Groove and Jam emote. I really don't have anything to say about it. They did a fine job of adapting the Groove and Jam into this. Just very average, that's all I have to say about it. Next up is the Rainy Days based on the Make It Rain emote. Now, this one is pretty good. It's got a good bass line, but really the only thing with it is that just like some of the bottom ones, it's just repetitive, and like Bunny Bounce, it sounds like it's going to go somewhere at the beginning, and then it really doesn't. Just stays at the same spot. So that's why it's at number 27. At number 26, we have the Crackdown based on the Crackdown emote. And really how much you like this probably depends on how you look at it. If you look at it as a Christmas music pack, it's probably not going to be that good. But what I do is I just tend to look at it as just a music pack overall, since there's not really a Christmas theme to it. And it makes it, like, it's not that bad. It's not that good, but it's just average. At number 25, we have Sparkles based on the Glitter emote. Now this one, don't really have much to say about it. It's not bad. We're getting on to the okay, it's not bad range. But yeah, I really don't have much to say about it. It's just sounds a lot like True Heart. But yeah. At number 24, we have Old School Anthem, which I was originally going to rank lower until I realized I'd never heard the beginning of it, because Fortnite does that for some music packs for some reason. Based off the Old School emote, obviously. It's pretty good. It's not as good as the top ones, but yeah, it's just decent. I like it. At number 23, we have Banger based on the Headbanger with no space emote. It just feels like the younger brother to the Storm Shredder. It's just not there yet, but it's got potential, but it's just overall didn't hit it. At number 22, where we start to get on to the decent category, is the Disco, based on the Disco Fever emote. Now, this emote has a lot of different parts where it gets more intense and casual and calm, and that's what I really like about this. Also, I like the Disco Fever emote, but overall, just the music, it's kind of worn down for me, just because I use it so much. At number 21, we have the beloved Freestyle remix, based on freestyling. Obviously, it was used for Deadpool's yacht, so that's why it's so popular. I like it, but overall, I think, yet again, it's too close to the original emote for me. But probably the most storyline related music pack, if you don't count the event ones. At number 20, we have the Get Funky music pack, obviously based on Get Funky. Now, there's a few good things about it. It does sound a bit too much like the original emote, but there is a cool solo in it, which redeems it. Plus, I saw a comment that the beginning of it sounds like Lego City Undercover, and it totally does, which I find funny. The next one at number 19 is Justice, based on the Orange Chestic music pack. Now, this one finally starts to feel like an actual remix. Like, it's different enough to the actual emote, but you can still tell it's based on it. And it's good overall. It's just really what a remix should be. The next ones coming up are going to be like this. So, yeah. At number 18, we have the Star Power, based on Star Power, obviously. Now, there's obviously 2 Star Power remixes. I don't know why. There just is. This is the better one, in my opinion. It does sound like the emote too much, I will admit, but the beginning of it with the bass, really, it's unexpected for just such a, I don't know, rainbow and hearts and pink emote. So, yeah. At number 17, we have the Wiggle Wild, based off the Wiggle emote. Now, at first, it sounds like, oh, it's just gonna be another one that's like the emote. But then, it really starts to change up, and you can start hear the heavy amount of bass, and then the random just drum hits thrown in, and that's really what makes it about this high. Makes it this high up in the list. Yeah. At number 16, we have the Saxy Groove, based off the Phone It In emote. It's pretty good. I mean, I feel like if I did play saxophone, I don't play saxophone, it would be way higher up, but it's not necessarily it, because a little bit of foreshadowing. One of my high picks is another saxophone one, but yeah, I really think it overall captures it and has a nice little saxophone solo in it, and yeah, that's why it's number 16. At number 15, we have Billy Listen, based off the Billy Bounce. Now, this one could be kind of controversial, since I know it's very popular, and I do like it. This is the level where it gets like to the good part of the middle, but overall, I'm not that much of a fan of it. Still like it, but yeah. At number 14, we have Sweet Dreams, which is based off the Daydream emote. Yeah, I know what I said earlier about it being just like the music pack, which this one is, the emote is heavily like the music pack, but I do like it. Plus, about a minute in, it does switch up to a different style, which is pretty nice. So, yeah, so I said number 14. At number 13, this one's a bit close to me personally. It's Limitless, based on the Overdrive emote, because this is the only music pack I use for Save the World. Like BR, I switch all the time, but Save the World, it's just this one. So, and it doesn't get old either. So, it's pretty good. I know it's really just ripped right from the emote, but I still think it's pretty good. At number 12, we have Switch Up, based on the Switch Step emote. This one is really good because it sounds to me like they took the emote, but instead of remixing it, they just added a bunch of things to it, and the result came out pretty good. Yeah, it's just good emote. I mean, music pack. At number 11 is where things start to get good with the Prima remix. Now, the original emote, it's just slow, kind of boring, just peaceful. This one has this robotic feeling to it, especially at the beginning, where it just sounds like it's getting booted up, and it just really has an animatronic feel to it, and I really enjoy it, and I will definitely be getting this next time it does return. At number 10, we have the Space Groove, based on the extraterrestrial emote. First thing, I like how the background refers to the actual meme, and the beginning part sounds really good, and the beat drop in this is amazing. So there's number 11. At number 9 we have the llama beat based off the llama bell emote. I really like, just my favorite parts are at the beginning with the 2 hits of the bell. Other than that, it's pretty standard, but not bad. Yeah, kind of bit based off the emote a bit, but it is what it is, and I think overall still a really good music pack. Now at number 8 we have Storm Shredder, and prior to making this video I never really listened to it, and I was really missing out because this is actually a super good music pack. It reminds me of Stand and Fight with the guitar and the bass and the drums. I'm just imagining Steel Wool playing it. You know, you got Lars and Carlos and Anthony. No singing from Sid though. But yeah, I just really like all the, you know, the bass solo and the drum solo mixed into it. It just sounds really good overall, and I'm going to start using this in the future because I never have before. At number 7 we have I'm a Cat. Now, be honest with yourself, you've sing along with this song or even the emote pausing clause at least once, because I can tell you I certainly have. But yeah, I really like how they took the just simple emote and they turned it into a full-fledged song with vocals. Even if you don't understand half the things, you're still jamming out to it, even though it's literally just a song about a cat. Now at number 6 we have the Frosty Serenade based off the sing-along emote, and this music pack is just beautiful. Just the calming vocal lyrics and the slight bells in the background, it just makes you feel really good. And I really like that they took the emote, and they extended the song a little bit, and they gave us this masterpiece, and just it's so calming, makes you feel so calm, and I really enjoy it. I'll just occasionally listen to it, Rounding in the top 5, we have Fortnitemares 2020. Now this one, some people may get put off by the fact that the music doesn't really start until late in the song, but really my favorite part is the part right here with the theremin. It just sounds so good, and yeah, it really, if it wasn't for this, it would probably be way down the list, but just because of that, it's at number 5. At number 4 we have Electrified, and yes, it's got the emote in it, but the music is so amazing all naturally, you don't really need to change it much, but it still adds in the build-up right now to the actual emote, which is right here. And a bit into the song, there's a little bit of a jazz thingy added to it, and it's nice. I like what they did there. So, this is number 4. At number 3 we have Keychains. Now this is an amazing music pack. The fact that it's still so good, even though the main part doesn't, that main emote part, obviously based on key, it doesn't start till 2 minutes into the song, which is only about 2.5 minutes. The fact that it has a guitar solo in a keyboard music pack, but it does it, and it does it amazing, and it just baffles my mind. And really, the beginning part, you get the keyboard, but you can't really tell it's based on keyed up. And then the middle part, it's got the guitar solo, it's amazing. Then the end part, you can actually hear it. And they didn't just take it right from the emote, no, they made it still their own. At number 2 we have the Orbital Overload based on Planetary Vibes. Now this one is really amazing. It's split into 4 different parts. Now the first part is the just overall emote, and I have a little theory that it's just saying, oh, I want to go to space, and it's gonna be nice when I get to space. Then the first part, or that's the first part. The second part is, saying, I want to go to space, I want to go to space. Like, you're just want to go to space. And the second part, it gets all like twisty and distorted and trippy, and it's like you're in a rocket experiencing G-force saying, I want to get to space. And then next part, you're saying like, oh, I'm in space, like you've arrived at space. Might be overanalyzing it, but that's what I think. Overall, it's really good. I really like the bass at the beginning, but yeah. And now time for number 1. At number 1, we have Mellow Days. Now, it's a little bit preferential since this is my favorite emote that it's based on, but there's no way you can just not like this. Just the beginning is so calming and just music to your ears. And the beginning part with the saxophone, and even at the middle, it starts to get a little intense with the guitar, but still manages to keep it calm overall. It's just everything you could ask for in a music disc. So that's my ranking for all the emo music packs. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. New channel, trying to get to grow.